to another exciting episode of the Andre The Beast Crayton Show with my beautiful co-host, Yolanda M. Smith in house. It's been a long day. Since 9 o'clock this morning, we've been doing the show.
No excuses, no excuses. Andre was smiling cheesy because you know what? We can really have a good old show. We can really have a good show. I'm excited. What are we doing?
We're going down south. We're going down to the Mississippi Delta.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the music scene that's taking place right now in Mississippi. And we got on the show by way of Zoom, no other than the man who's doing it, who's making the change in Mississippi, Mr. Do Too Much himself. Take it away. Tell us a little bit about Mr. Do Too Much and what's about to happen in the Mississippi Delta.
How you see it, y'all, man? It's your boy Breeze, a.k.a. Mr. Do Too Much. By the way, I'm the only half-spoken son of a gun in Southern Soul. Don't know nobody tell y'all something different, okay? So, man, I'm an up-and-coming Southern Soul artist out of Mississippi, like you said. Just trying to do my part in this music game with Southern Soul and try to bring it to the rest of the world. You know, so I'm just doing my little small part, man.
What is Southern Soul? What is Southern Soul? We hear R&B, we hear Motown. What is Mississippi Southern Soul?
Southern Soul is just branched off of blues. Blues has already reached the world, you know. But the blues is more that old school type music as far as that. But Southern Soul is just the newer style blues. That's it, man. Try to put it in simple form as I can. But it's something that, you know, you got to be kind of born in it, or you got to go out and got to come down to Mississippi, get your little taste of it, man. You know, it's something else.
That's the stuff to kind of get down in your soul, ain't it? My baby
That's what it is.
left me.
Hey, that's what it is. It originated off that. It's gotten a little more complex, but it's based off that blues. It's still blues, if you ask me.
So how did you get into it?
I get it. Well, down here in Mississippi, Alabama and all these other southern states down here, you know, we come up off the blues, we come up off the Southern Soul, and so it's really in me. It's just that I could actually sing a little bit, and so I did R&B for a while, but some just had to call me home to the blues, man. You know, it's been working for me.
That feeling.
So they called me. I can't run.
How far south does it go? Does it penetrate down into the Georgia Panhandle, down to Florida? How far is this music actually traveling?
I got an area that I tend to focus on, that I see that Southern Soul. I would say that Mississippi, if you ask me, is the heart of Southern Soul, because we got the most popular singers. We got the most festivals and all that stuff going on here. But from Mississippi, it branches out. Alabama, all of Georgia. You got some of East Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, North and South Carolina. You know, just it's kind of like I call it the SEC of music. You know, it's all the SEC states. You know, so it does a little panhandle of Florida. But it don't really go down too far in Florida, too west in Texas. But it's branching out.
Say
that again?
Why haven't you guys reached the Midwest? Chicago, Gary, you know, what's going on there?
You know what? I really don't know. I know that there's been some interest, you know, from Virginia, St. Louis. I know a couple of people that's headed up to Milwaukee. There's a few Southern Soul artists in Milwaukee. But it's, you know what? It's hard. I wish I knew the answer to that question. But
because what's interesting is if you look at most genres, it doesn't matter if it's country, soul, pop, R&B, whatever. It's everywhere. So how is it so concentrated in an area? Are y'all trying to keep it the best kept secret? Tell the truth.
That's
what. You know what? I don't think it's the artist. I think far as the listeners, just reaching out to the listeners. I think because it's good music. It's beautiful music, but it's I don't know, man. I wish that it could branch out a lot more than what it is. Kind of like the blues. I'm sure the blues took a long time. to get to where it got. Because I mean, it's all over the world now.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
with BB King and stuff like that.
So B,
But,
what are you doing to push it out there? What is your role here in pushing it out there?
well, there's a shift. I see a shift happening in Southern Soul right now with the younger generation, and I'm part of that younger generation. Even though I'm 35, I ain't no little young cat, you know. But I'm part of the. You know, blues is one of them genres that, man, you could be 85
Right.
and you can still be doing it. You know, it ain't like rap. Once you reach a certain age, you're probably done. But like, so as far as me, and the younger crowd, what you know, all this new technology, well, as far as sharing the music and putting your music out there, has came along, and we're more on the social media. You know, as far as distribution and stuff, we're done with the label thing, and it's just we've taken it, and you know, we're pushing it out further. That's what it is, you know, and.
So did you get you kind of went viral, didn't you? Didn't you put some music out there and it kind of start catching?
Yeah, a song I got called Cougar Trap. You know, I was talking about them cougars. You know, cougars are very popular. You know, so I put a song out there, and it's been catching on. I do more of a older style sometimes, and so it tends to grow a little slower. You know, so but Cougar Trap been growing very, very slow, but it's like a snowball. It's been catching on since March, and it's been doing wonders.
What gave
Did
you
you say Cougar Trap, like cougar?
Cougar Trap, yeah, like you know, yeah, like a regular old cougar trap. You know, get that hand caught off in there trying to get something, and boom, you got him. You know, but you know, I use that, and you know. I can give you the backstory of the song.
Yes, please.
Or how I created the stuff. But basically, you know, of course, you got the younger man, you got the older woman, and you know, older women, they know a lot. You know, they know a lot more than what you think. So sometimes, you know, you gotta put your best foot forward. You know, you gotta go in and do stuff you wouldn't normally do, and basically you setting that trap on. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to do your thing on it. So that's basically what that is, you know. As basically you just doing what you got to do, you know, to get what you want.
Okay, okay. Well, the Cougar Trap. Well,
Breeze,
can I be a cougar?
No, you're a young. You're a young cougar. I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth on this one. So, Breeze, what were some of the trials and tribulations that you had to undergo while you also trying to manifest and create this genre?
Well, even though, like I said, Southern Soul is very strong here, and it's very popular here. If you're not in it, there's a lot of things you don't know. Like when I started, it was very hard to find producers, you know, to make instrumentals. It was super hard to find that, and then it's still like this chilling circuit going on, and it's still word of mouth, and it's still you having to go out and shake hands and meet people face to face. It's still got that old feel to it, and it's a lot more work than what people think it is, and it takes a long time, and unless you just go viral like that, it takes a while to build relationships and make connections with people, the right people that you need to make. But you know, in a year's time, I've done that. You know, even though that's one of my struggles. You know, going out and talking to people, I don't really like doing that. But I've done well with that. I've made a lot of connections with people I didn't think I would be able to make this early in the game, and but that's definitely, and that's still one of the hard things to do. Go out and be around the right people.
Why is it so hard?
You know what?
Mississippi? Is it the region? Because you're not that far from Georgia. Heck, at Black Hollywood, how can it be hard?
Right. Yeah. Mississippi. Let me tell you something. Mississippi is very difficult, man. I give you an example. Southern Soul is still big on radio. Like, actual sitting down, turning on the radio and listening to it. Southern Soul is still real big in that. And in order to get your music on the radio, you got to go talk to these guys. And a lot of these men are older men that don't even have email addresses. They don't work. They don't really work too well going through their phone, text message, stuff like that. And so you really have to go and physically talk to these people. Like right here in Meridian, Mississippi, man, we got shouts out to DJ Nine. I have been trying to get in contact with him, couldn't get in contact with him. I remember I was at work and my mama and my assistant and my stepdad ran up on this man like a gang, you know, at an event, and ran up on him like, hey, this is my son's music, you need to play it. And we finally got it to him, and he'll pretty much play anything I send him now. And that's just an example, like just the whole process you got to do versus sending somebody an email, them listening to it, and them playing it. You know, you got to just go take these extra steps, which is fine because, you know, from Mississippi, you're kind of used to it, you know.
Yeah.
But that's just a little simple of how slow things can be around here sometimes. That's crazy because it's 2023, man. It's about to be 2020.
That's what I was going to say. This is interesting. So if it's not mainstream, you know, I'd be interested in what are your goals? What is your vision? Where are you trying to take this for yourself? And what would that look like?
Well, I think a lot of people think the same way. For me, you know, I just keep it simple. I just want to be able to make a living doing this. I ain't gonna say I don't want to be rich. I'm gonna get that one. But I ain't gotta be rich. I don't have to have a lot of money. I just want to be able to sit back, do music, and be able to provide, you know, for my family. That's really as simple as that. Have a nice little truck, you know, give me some land, some cow, and I'll be good. You know, that's basically what that is. I'm pretty simple minded. But as far as this genre, because a lot of people don't know, this is not actually a genre. It's not a recognized genre. You know, as far as like Grammys or whatever, blues is recognized, but we're not recognized as a genre.
Okay.
Like when we upload music to the distribution, there's no Southern soul genre.
There's no drop down box
blues.
Click, yeah, no box you can
right,
click.
Right. Well, yeah, right. We have to select blues. You know, we got a secondary genre. You can select soul, R&B, or whatever. But there's, you know, this is not a genre yet. So I would love to see Southern soul as a genre one day, and actually be able to go to Washington, D.C. and have 20,000 people, or go to L.A. and have 20,000, because, you know, just like country do, you know, people say it's country music, but it's everywhere. It's Southern soul, but I want it to be everywhere, and I think it'll happen.
Yeah, but what are the older guys doing to keep it alive? I mean, if it's you know, because otherwise it'll become a dying, right? Kind of a dying music. So what are they doing to make sure that younger guys stay interested and keep you guys coming in and encouraged and pouring into you and pulling you along? What are you guys doing to actually keep it going?
Right. I will say this about Southern soul. It was it's probably the most welcoming genre out here. You know, early on, I was able to gain access to some of the bigger stars. So really, as far as the older crowd, that's not an issue. They're encouraging people. You know, they're doing features. They're still working. Like I said, you could be 85 and still be out here working. You know, so I don't see that as an issue. You know, you got guys like Jeter Jones. You know, when I first started, you know, he jumped on one of my songs. Well, actually two songs. But in my eyes, I think it's on us. It's on singers like myself, Big Mel, Young Guy, Marcellus the singer. You know, guys out there that are getting into the game now. It's on us to keep it going. You know, Jeter and you know, Johnny Taylor and you know, all the guys before me. You know, they've done their job. You know, it's not on them no more. It's on us.
So, Breeze, who are some of the inspirations that you looked up to, and who you basically idolize and want to mimic their success? Bobby Womack, Johnny Taylor.
Johnny Taylor. I was gonna say it, man. Johnny Taylor for me. Every show that I've ever done, I've booked 42 shows, 43 shows this year.
Wow.
And every show I did, when I started last year, I did 22. Every show that I've done, so you're talking 60, 70 shows, every one of them I do last $2. And that's a Johnny Taylor cover. And sometimes I think to myself, man, these folks getting tired of hearing me sing it, but they love it. But he's one of the guys that I looked up to. My grandma played him all the time, and he made great music. And yo, he's been an inspiration to me. You know, every time I get in the studio. But as far as my style, where it came from, you know, I'm more of what they call a trail ride blues artist. You know, like I said, I'm not the greatest singer. My voice is, you know, real rough around the edges, and I like to have fun with my music. My music is not too serious. So you can look at guys, man, like Arthur Young. You can check out Jeter Jones. You know, Big Yayo, guys like that, man. You know, hey, I mean, we them cowboy hat, boot hat, you know, boot wearing country boy. That's what we is. So, you know, we definitely, man. I look up to them guys, man. Like I said, Jeter. You know, much respect to him. He's the king of trail ride blues. You know, Arthur, Big Yayo, guys like that, man. The country boy, that country boy style, man. Like I said, I got that camo on, you know, sitting in my truck, 4x4. You know, that's me. I'm a country boy.
So how supportive is the state of Mississippi? We hear bad things about Mississippi. You never hear nothing good. It's almost like when you hear they're talking about world, they're struggling. The poorest state in the world, the poorest cities in the world, they're behind the times. Is there any truth to this? And if it is, how do you feel like needs to change so individuals like yourself that want to achieve and bring something new and innovative to the state in general can do that?
Well, there's a lot of truth to all that, you know. And I guess when you live in here, it becomes such a norm that, you know, you just kind of ignore it. But and this ain't got nothing to do with music, but the biggest thing about that, and once again, it's on you know, the younger generation like myself. It's about voting, man. You know, a lot of these positions, you know, as far as the government of Mississippi are voted in. You know, and if we're not going to vote, you know, there's really not much we can say. That we can't complain about something and then not go out and vote, you know, or go out and vote the wrong way. So that's what it comes down to, man, voting. And a lot of people in Mississippi, and I ain't gonna keep myself out of there. I don't vote as much as I should. We're not voting. That's the thing. We're not voting. We're not getting the people that we need in office that are in there based on our interests, you know. And like I said, that ain't got nothing to do with music, but but it all makes a circle. You know, it all definitely makes a circle. And like I said, it's very slow around here. It's 2023 and it's still very, very slow around here. And that's going back to music. That's one of the issues with making this genre an actual genre and actually growing this into a world-known genre, you know. But that's what it is, man. You want to come down to it, we got to vote. We got to get the right people in there that are based off our interests. But not just only our interests, the people, you know, because it ain't just black people live here in Mississippi. It's white people. We got Hispanics. We got everybody, you know. Just people get somebody in office, whether he's white or black or whatever color, that's in there for the people, you know, not just for the, you know, the elites and everything. And that's been the issue for us.
So Breeze, let me get this one. So Breeze, who are some of the other up and coming artists in this field that we need to know about?
Well, number one, this is my guy. I'm always speak on him. Big Mel. He is one of the best, if not the best, up and coming. Well, I don't even see him as up and coming no more, but he's still a new artist in this business. So Big Mel, that's somebody y'all need to check out. We just recorded a song last night a song called Good Old Days. And he challenged me in this song. Big shout out to him. You know, but I don't really be doing all that things, but he really challenged me last night and we got it done. Another guy, young guy, I went to college with him. Never thought he'd be doing blues. A guy like him, never thought he'd been doing blues, but he got one of the biggest songs out right now in Southern Soul. Somebody else, Marcellus Singer, great guy. Just really started to fall in love with this guy's music, man. This man is amazing. And we're all part of the, you know, that younger crowd that's coming in, you know, over the last, you know, 3-4 years. You know, we've started to come in and really truly change the game. And I'm proud of everybody, and I support. Actually, I don't have a show today, but I'm going to a show. I'm supporting Too Smooth and my boy Big Mel. You know, that's what I do. If I ain't got a show, I'm going to a show. I'm going to support somebody. I might pull up with my black, you know, security shirt on, you know, and be security for somebody. You know, so but that's what I do, man. You know, I support everybody. So, you know, big shout out to them, man. Keep doing y'all thing.
So before we wrap up, you come from great history.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like to have, I got to mention his name, Marcus Dupree, and your family? Like, how supportive is he to you guys? And I know he's supportive to that community. I know he is. So how does that make
he's always been. Let me tell y'all something, man. Philadelphia, Mississippi, that's where I was raised. And that's where he went to high school. The name almost was like unreal. When anybody talked about Marcus, it was like talking about God almost. Like literally, this man was a huge figure in Philadelphia, Mississippi. And this was before I was even born. You know, this was in the 80s. I was born in 88. And this was in the 80s and all through the 90s. Anytime you spoke of Marcus, man, it was like this mythical character, for real, man. And the first time I seen him on play, like I never seen him play. And he came to the house. I don't know, I think I was talking some smack to him or something. And he came over to the house, and this one it was on VHS. Man, he popped that thing in the VCR, and I'm seeing this man lean and glide across the field and just blow past people. I was like,
change your whole attitude, huh?
Man, this man was 6'4", 230, running a 4.5. Man, I don't know what I would have did if I had to run across. I'm taking them knees out. I didn't take your knees out, man. I've only seen one other player that I had to play against, but he wasn't good smart. Don't get wrong. But a guy named LeGarrette Blount. I don't know if y'all know him. He played with the Patriots.
Yeah.
LeGarrette Blount. I played against him at junior college, and that's the only way I could imagine what it would feel like to play against Marcus. But man, I wish that I could have been born a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And actually with my eyes. But he was amazing.
So back to the question before we wrap up. How can the viewers support you, come and be a part of the journey to bring in the Mississippi Delta all across the world, not just down south, but you need to find out when you guys are coming to the Midwest, because I would love to come and be supportive and listen to it and so forth. But how can the viewers reach out and help fight the cause that you guys are trying to do?
Right, man. The biggest way, well, I'm going to go ahead and share my social media. I'm on social media, breezemrdo2much on all social media. You can find me there. And all the other artists that I've mentioned, you can find them there. The biggest thing, because we got this thing called social media, is very powerful, y'all.
Yes.
Share, like, they call it engagement. Engaging in the post sends all these notifications to the analytics, man, and just sharing this stuff can do unbelievable things. Y'all look at what King George did on TikTok. Man, he just blew completely out the water. But if you look at his numbers versus somebody like Luke Combs that's in country music,
yeah,
it don't even compare. It shows that we still got a long way to go. But that ain't nothing when you got an army of fans, you got an army of of supporters behind you all over the world, that ain't nothing. We can, we can make this thing blow. Just share, like, comment, subscribe, follow, continue to do that, and we gonna grow this thing. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't never seen nobody stroke a hat before. I got my hat just right over here.
So do me a favor real quick. Excuse me. You got the cowboy hat in the car with you?
I got the cowboy hat.
Throw the hat on.
My favorite one.
Throw the hat on.
My favorite. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
This is my favorite one. This has been the most durable hat. Big shouts out to the cowboy hat wearing country boys. This has been the most durable hat that I've ever had. I do a lot of hat stroking on stage. I be throwing my hat. I let people wear my hat during the performances, and I've had this one now for about 6 months, and it's been the best. It stayed.
Take a licking and keep on ticking.
It stayed in shape. It's about to fight. It's to go up after that fight. But hey, look at it now. It's back together. But it's time to get a new one.
You got to send me and Yolanda an autograph hat so we can keep it in the studio. But before
I wish I had my hat, man. I got a signed cowboy hat that's been signed by damn near every big artist in the game. I got 4 artists that I got to get on there, but it's my favorite hat. I started Southern Soul in it. So King George, Big Pokey, Miss Jody. There's somebody else. I need 4 more, and I'll retire it, put it in the glass case with the trophy.
Because I was gonna ask, is women in this? Women on the scene here?
Women? Oh, it's plenty of women. Oh,
you mentioned
it's plenty of women.
I was just wondering if
who are some of the women
Yeah.
singing this kind of music?
Well, I love me some Miss Jody. She an older woman, but I love me some Miss Jody. Man, y'all need to check out West Love, Jason A, Lacey. Oh, man, it's so many. I can't even think straight. And then we got younger artists, man. Lanika Harris and Red Top. Man, we got some artists in this game, man, that's really deserving of the recognition. And man, for myself, I ain't stuck. I don't. Whatever comes for me, come for me. And that's it. That's all I can handle. Just like y'all contacted me. And through my uncle, things like that.
Yeah.
So. Man, I'm happy that y'all got me on the show. Y'all got me excited, got my hat on. I'm ready to
we ain't ready to leave yet. I've never heard none of this music. So you got to give us a little blow of that southern style music we're talking about.
Y'all want some Southern Soul?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see what I.
You just did last night. Now break a little bit of that thing you did last night with the soundtrack.
Oh, that's more of a a little slower thing. But I got that cougar trap. I got that cougar trap good and ready. You want to hear that?
Okay, do what you do.
Y'all, I met this lady. She was a little bit older. She whipped that thing on me. She said age ain't nothing but a number. She said take your time and do it right. She a lady in the daytime, but sure enough, she a freak at night. She's a certified woman and a certified freak. She made me feel like a little boy, the way she whipped that thing on me. I said, you dragging that wagon? Well, I know how to tote it. You can't do too much, because, boy, you got to slow roll it. I'm going to tell y'all, the older the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's on me, and the world turn me loose. Y'all, I can't help myself. I'm about to give it a try. Hey, cause this young buck, he wanna eat that milky pie. Yeah, something like that.
Hey, Bree, that was off the chain. Definitely bring that music to the Midwest. Guys. Like, subscribe, share, do the whole 9 yards. Ladies and gentlemen, in the house, no other than Mr. Do Too Much Breeze on the Andre The Beast Crayton.